Welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode on my channel that is oh so random and yet every bit evolutionary, revolutionary. Eat the fucking mana that's here for you. I appreciate you and your presence here, whatever brings you here, my dear. All of this is timeless. The angle of this is pretty interesting. So whatever. I'm I'm looking this way, although the because I'm a hug dealer. And because I'm a hug dealer, I just, you know, I gotta be all about my hug. Welcome, beautiful souls. Thank you so much for tuning in. When you find yourself here, you find yourself here. The messages are timeless, my dear, even though I'm going to be speaking in reference to the energies I am connecting with at this moment in time during the currency that I find myself in at this currency of an alarm that brings me to record at this time this particular message. But whenever you find yourself here, my dear, that's when it is for you, and you'll figure out and you'll use your discernment too. You know what I mean? Don't make what does not fit for you fit for you. You know what I'm saying? Because that would be toxic and not cool and not what I promote here on this evolutionary channel that is quantifying in every kind of way. Okay, granted, eccentric in every kind of way and not going with the way of the world typically. But unique is me, unique is you. That's why you find yourself here, because unique be the we. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So you're beautiful. Hi, welcome. All is welcome to receive the mana that will be here. You know what I mean? But you are responsible and accountable for yourself. This is inner attainment for your entertainment, and this here is mana for your whole mind, body, heart, and soul. Best believe, truth be told. This is a new age wave kind of thing, but you know, whatever. Hug dealer. Or whatever. So we use the things that we find ourselves drawn to express our evolution and revolution. You know, I try not to get too caught up in politics of definitions and labelings and systems and stuff like that. I am a big advocate of whatever brings you to that which is your evolution and truth, then so be it. Let it be the guiding post that activates and motivates you, to inspire you, to activate your consciousness and your awareness in every single kind of way, place, being, mind, body, heart, and soul. Set yourself free. That's the type of evolution and perception I bring to everything, you know. So I use that which I'm drawn to and resonate with, and so that's my mode of expression. And it'll be for those that find resonance within these channelings that it will be for. You know, there's something for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And so artistry be me in every type of way of terminology, or the way that I sing, the way that I be, and that's gonna connect with those that it's gonna connect with, that it won't fly over their heads. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, So I encourage evolution for all. And so whatever form this is going to be for you, in whichever synchronistic way and whichever way you choose to interpret how you receive, that's going to be all on you. You know, got nothing to do with me. Um, I'm just open to the harmony of what we bring energetically. You know what I'm saying? If you can see past the illusion of the veil that keeps us separate and at war with one another due to differences and religions and politics and all this kind of stuff, if you can see past that freaking warlike illusion that will have you plagued for real and suffering in every kind of way because you plague yourself in that kind of way. And you see past that and just find in the vibe of the energy that you're responsible for at every single time, even how you think of how you perceive and how you receive and how you look at somebody. It's all a reflection upon thee, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. The same. But either way, welcome! I'm excited to do another video. So it took me a little while to hit record. But whatever the case may be, I'm here, you know what I mean? So although these messages are timeless, we are in this new moon energy. So although today is let's see. I know tomorrow's date, but I don't know today's date. That's just funny. The 27th, June 27th, I'm recording this, right? And tomorrow activates in the Western astrology aspect of stuff, although in Vedic astrology, I'm not sure. I don't think so. But again, I don't know, so don't quote me on that. And I'm not an astrologist or anything in any kind of way. I'm just going to be speaking from how I intuitively vibe and align and receive at this time. And if you want to go textbook and aptitudes and then you can go leave the room and you can go find out which is going to resonate with you best, that you want to give it your all and like swallow, you know, and instead of protest, like I'm not here to sell you anything except that which is going to be evolutionary and revolutionary. It's a breed of seed, of energy, of alchemy, of harmony that is unfuckable, you know what I mean? No matter what it is and how you perceive, receive the alchemy of the energy of the creation of this activation of like quote elevation and evolution is legendary. You know what I mean? So okay, anyway, um, whatever. So welcome to your new moon ambition. What does that mean? I don't know. You know that I wing everything that I do. So it's just gonna be this is choose your quote oracle. Yeah, I was like, okay, choose your quote. What does that mean? Okay, for all of you who know how pick a cards work and stuff like that, there's nothing that I need to explain to you except to say I pay attention to the choices that I am going to give that you can choose from, and then know that in the description box that you'll find the timestamp that will be for the choices, the selections that you have made for yourself, unless you want to watch it all from beginning to end and take in all the messages and synchronization and align and take with it the medicine, the mana that is going to be there for the alchemized, then so be. But for those of you that know how that be, that's how that be. So this is going to be kind of like a similar to a pick a card in some kind of way, but it's going to be choose your quote oracle in every kind of way. So we're going to do that together, and then I'll put that in the description box and stuff like that with its timestamp, and you can make your choice. You can choose all, you can choose one, you can choose all of them and listen to them in different parts, or you can watch it from beginning to end, however you want to do it, my friend. But either way, this is just to give you the opportunity to choose for yourself that which message you choose to receive at this moment in time. You know what I mean? But if you desire to choose all of these things, then you can watch it all from beginning to end, because whatever. But either way, in this video, you're going to have a selection to choose from, my friends. So for those of you that don't know how this works, I'm not going to assume that you do. This is the opportunity for you to learn what this pick a card video is all about. And so this pick a card video is about this new moon that's coming. Now, whether you come during this new moon or not, either way, the message is going to find its way to resonate with you, and whichever way it's going to be mana for you. So don't get so caught up in the time too, or you can happen to watch this during the time too. Whatever it be, don't get so caught up in that kind of thing. It's just a timestamp. You know what I mean? Okay. So this is about new moon ambitions and what's to expect. So you're gonna, right? So what you can expect. So I am torn between 2 or 3 selections. So there might be 2 or there might be 3. Either way, we're going to, the options that you're going to have between the 2 or the 3 are going to be between 3 quotes. And then I'm going to start 1 quote at a time, and then that'll be timestamped. And each quote that I start at a time will be a new message or a oracle message for that particular quote group and stuff like that. Do you understand what I'm saying? Or did I just like, girl, what are you talking about? Does that just make it more complex? Because people say that I have done that, I do that, and so whatever it is. But either way, you're gonna get to choose from a pile that is going to be timestamped, and that's gonna be in the description box on YouTube that you're gonna see, right? You're gonna see, and you're gonna have seen all of this, and then you're gonna learn what this pick a card is all about, and then you're gonna make your selection of quote. I like quote number 2, and quote number 2 is gonna be in the description box, right? With a timestamp that you just go straight to your message, or you can watch the whole entire thing and take with it as it will be for you. Right? In that kind of way. But either way, this video is in it's asking for you, the viewer, to actively participate and make a selection, a choice that you want to choose, instead of like having to swallow the whole video too, unless you could just go to the part that you think is for you, or listen to all of them too, or come back another day and listen to it again in a different numerical order. You know what I mean? Sometimes it could be like that. You know what I mean? But either way, this video is being created during this new moon activation time, new moon in Cancerian energy during this currency time, right? So it's all about, right, new moons, right? They are all about new beginnings, fresh starts, these potentials, these activations and stuff. So which is what is inspiring this video, this pick a tile for yourself once you get to those options and stuff like that, right? So it's new moon ambition. So everything that is going to be ambitious for you, and what you want to do, and the things that you want to create, and the things that you should be working on and creating and aligning with in every kind of way, alchemizing in harmony for yourself at this time, because the new moon in Cancer, it's all about this protective, warm energy, a cautious energy too, right? That seeks comfort, familiarity, and security too, right? You have these energies, right? So then it's also sextile to Uranus, right? So it creates a new spark of something to activate, right? To open yourself up to a new way or new method of action, right? Hold on one second. So like whatever your timing might be, whenever you find yourself watching this video, um, new moon energy, regardless if it's new moon energy for you or whatever the case may be, like you're ready for a fresh start, or this is a time of a fresh start, right? Time to feed our foundation in this fresh start, this new beginning, right? All that we call like home at this time. Like, what does that mean for us, especially inside of ourselves, right? So a new, fresh perspective, a new evolution of creation that we're eager to expand, right? Right? Our dreams are big, right? So these ideas that we have, right? So you have a lot of stuff going on, right? At this time, astrologically, energetically at this time, right? And so during this now, okay, sorry. Right, so okay. So with this new moon in Cancer, right? Um, this energy that is, we operate in a multidimensional universe, and we're just tapping into the astrological components that are here in our ethosphere, in our atmosphere, in our universe sphere that we're tapping into, whether we acknowledge them or not. You hear, like, it's an influence. You see, whether you see it or not. It's just like, whether you are a part of the worldly, like, media frenzies and all this kind of stuff or not, your life path will still be dictated through societal standards and conditions that you would have to find yourself um, conforming to or agreeing with or participating on in some kind of degree or way, unless you live isolated in some kind of, you're like not a part of this world. You get what I'm saying? So what was the whole point of that? So, so the moon in Cancer, right? It's invoking this protective, warm, cautious energy. There's an energy, right, that seeks comfort, but in familiarity. So what is familiar to you, that which must be removed or released, that which does not serve your align at this time. And so how this can create like a square at this time, which is, if you watched my other video, I talked about square um, being also activated at the same time as new moon energy, which is creating like an awareness more so to the discontent that you sow or that you breed or that you seed or that you deny in some kind of way, or some kind of satisfaction in terms of about where you are in your life today, whether it be in your profession, whether it be in love, whether it be home life, or whatever the case may be, or just your perceptions of reality, like, and then Neptune going retrograde too, activating a certain kind of reality check too, in regards to how you feel about what you see, about the reality that is created here before you, and then what you're going to do about it in the time being, like adjusting, right? So this time could feel like a limbo kind of moment, because it's going to ask you to take this moment to that reflect, introspect, to create that which what you need in order to create the reality that you seek. So it's going to require from you a certain level of commitment, willpower. Well, hold on one second. Okay, so where were we? So with like these planets influencing the environment, right? Then it's safe to say that they would have an influence over our behavior, especially if conscious not be our way, right? That we'll be reactive in every kind of way if we're not deliberate about the execution of how we choose to be consciously. When you are reactive to everything, you're not being conscious. You're being reactive and you are being predictory. Is that even a word? Predictive with your behavior patterns and conditioning. Like you can easily become a statistic in terms of we can pretty much predict what you would do if this and this if this happened and this happened. Your behavior to that happening is predictive because it is what it is, right? But conscious be the wave and you're not activated that way. And so every experience that you have is an effort of consciousness that you are partaking in and having. And I know, look at it's not commonly spoken about in such clear form about what is actually transcribing and happening to one during their constant awakening consciousness activation. Yeah, these are the things that take place. If you are a conscious being, like being deliberate and a creator in your energy through your energy and stuff like that, then every experience and stuff like that that comes into play, whether you're aware of it or not in some kind of way, you're still aware of yourself. So you don't need to be hip to all that which is around you and happening and not know what the fudge is going on unless you want to tap in, turn on, tune in and check it out and see what that's all about and then see how it resonates with you and be like, okay, that makes sense too, and add some spin to it too if you want to add some color to the atmosphere. But regardless if whatever you're pulled to or guided on in terms of color stream, the channeling department is going to be whatever it's going to be, and you're going to still be conscious, right? In that what you do, act, right? Activate, or be just reactive and predictive, or even conscious, right? So, so yeah, whoever that was for, in whichever way that is that you need to receive, because so many people will be like, oh my goodness, this kind of like way to express evolution or oneself in some kind of poetic channeling that is spiritual. You know, these are just words we add to certain kind of degrees, but you know, a lot of the stuff goes over a lot of heads. You know what I mean? But still, we have this conditioning and we have this knowledge and we have this science and we have math and we have this language and we have this opportunity to be different outlets of expression of life. And we're going to all find connections during our times of activations in different departments and systems and to be open to that experience without being so fixed on what you think is right or which is the way and all this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? This channel is about the broadness of expansion and the acceptance of that, whichever brings you, whatever brings you, and however you find yourself here, no matter what your beliefs are, my dear, the messages will always be what resonates with you clear. And that's all we got to say here. What you take with that and what you do and your evolution and your science and your math and all this kind of stuff has nothing to do with what the channel's about. You see what I mean? Even though I might reference things and worldly stuff and astrology and all this kind of tarot and oracles and all this kind of stuff, it's the mana that you must be open to receive. That's going to be everything that you need for this revolution of an elevation, of a motivation, of an inspiration, of an epiphany, of a whatever it needs to be for you, the free to see the harmony to that synchronized in depth in the sea of you. That's going to be individualized for those that come in and eat the fucking mana. But either way, going back to what I was trying to say, this is a good time for activations that engage our emotions, because cancers are all about emotion, and they're the start of it. And so we are the evolution of it, right? So the challenge at this time could appear to be to see something clearly as we learn to adjust to the setting of energy outside of us that's receptive to the environment. But here we are, consciously away. And so as we adjust this view, what we see and what we notice too, and not to be so reactive, to be so quick to make a move, because our dreams are big too and we're eager to expand, right? Neptune goes retrograde so that you can get better command of your land, right? To be able to give yourself this reality check of an adjustment period to the reception that is now here wanting to activate in wisdom, right? Because Jupiter squares, right, the sun, right, sextile Venus, right? So this quest for pleasure, right, at odds with goals, with earthly pursuits, right? Things that can create this resistance or this rebelliousness or this tension too, right? This activation too. So it's like, how do I act in that which wisdom, that which I've learned at this time, right? So this eagerness to expand and this opportunity for this fresh new start, and it's time to feed our foundations, right? All that we need to feed it, because this is our home-based system that's being operated consciously. And so creator are we at this moment in time to slow down, even though it may feel like limbo or like we're stalling at some time, but it's giving yourself the the opportunity to become truly emotionally like involved with all that you do without shelling out or being a hermit of that which, or a shell of your own existence, or hiding behind some veil, or a crab, or having these mood swings because you don't go through the mood swings in some kind of way. So it's like activating our emotional intelligence at the time to grow beyond our discomfort, right? So instead of being emotionally immature about a subject or a situation and hiding or avoiding or not addressing or moving forward that which with the wisdom that which must be learned and applied to the emotional intelligence that needs to be applied at a certain given time, like you can't just keep on denying, right? So it's building these roots of emotional intelligence, right, during this new moon ambition, because it's still being activated too. Because think about even like a new moon in Cancer, and its opposite is Capricorn too. So it's like the balancing act of improving your path, right? While achieving that which you desire to inspire and receive, activating a new level of perception, reactivity, right? Channeling this alchemy um, inside of ourselves, right? And it's going to be different for everybody. So this reading, right? So this new moon ambition, right? What message be for you? Choose your quote oracle and let the messages reveal themselves unto you in whichever way that it's going to be. And so this is going to be the start of that. Here are your quotes that you get to choose from. And from these quotes, these quotes will be shared in the description box along with its timestamp. And the one that you choose and the message that's desired to go check out will be what you press or click. Hold on one second. You, yes, you. You're starting something new, or you want to start something new. You're ready to start something new. It is time for you to start something. It is time for you to get activated in that which you desire to create, right? But activating it from your emotional intelligence space. And that's what you're doing. Okay, that's cool. We'll see. So I want you to choose your quote oracle. And the timestamps will be shared in the description box too. So which quote oracle will be the one for you? Okay, so we are going to act now. So act now is quote number one. Quote number one. Act now. Choose your quote oracle. Act now. Quote number two. And I'm ready. Manifest an expansion. Quote number two. Q2. Is that you? Q2. Q2. Manifest expansion. And then I'll do a little bonus round, if anything. So the bonus, you see, and that could be for anybody, right? The bonus. You can always change your mind. Okay. You can always change your mind. So you have quote one, act now. Is that you? Check the timestamp for that too. Or quote two, manifest expansion. Is that be you? Feel free to choose as many as you desire. And then if we get to the bonus round, this too will be included. But you can always change your mind. Okay? And so these are the three. Choose the ones that you desire in whichever order that you desire. I am going to be pulling different cards from different decks, whatever comes up. I don't know what to expect, but it's going to be in regards to new moon ambitions that you are creating for you at this time. In this moment of conscious, cosmic, quantum align, right? And what is being created or what you need to be worked on at this time or what you are manifesting. Again, I don't know. So we will see based on the piles that we are piles or choices that we are going to make, and that's it, and that's how it's going to be. So what it's going to be about, again, I don't know. But here we go. So we are moving forward to pile number one. Act now. You gonna pause it? Delay. Hold on. Welcome, pile one. Act now. Quote. Act now. Let's get a little up close and personal. Let's dim the light. Welcome, act now. Got a lot going on. But you must act now. There's so much to celebrate. But you gotta act now. There's nothing that you can't do. Believe in yourself. Never underestimate your ability to make your dreams come true. The need for balance between career and personal. Act now. What are we acting now on? In your present state, abundance, gratitude in some kind of way. Contract, careers, and commitments that you make. There's choices to be made. Certain previous contracts too, but there's something here that you are intuitively aware of, but maybe not trusting enough, right? So Ace of Water, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio type energy. We got this new moon, fresh start, until death tear us apart. So there might be something that could be tugging. Right, so you're going through like a major Plutonian transformation now. So it's like really stepping out of your comfort zone and doing that which you have never done. It's like living bold, right? Being open to receive in new kind of ways that go beyond your reflections and projections and how you see and the messages that you connect with, like even in your dreams, like something unexpected, some kind of storm. This is a 50-50 crowd for those that chose this. And for some, that might be the unexpected, might be a disruption in some kind of way. But for others, the unexpected storm might just very well be like a fiery kind of energy or climax, another type of new passion kind of thing, right? Trusting in divine like time, right? Right? Because your self-worth has gone up, your expectations need to grow past that which you are here to do, your cosmic purpose too, trusting in divine right timing too, getting and releasing yourself from feelings of rejection, loss, or this sense of that's fragmented, right? So North Node, traveling your North Node, breaking past the South Node tendencies of behavioral patterns and conditioning, right? We can look at South Node tendencies like patterns of behaviors from our conditioning that have been the way to do things. And now in your consciousness, no more. I don't open that door. So I must operate, knowing my self-worth and activating that furthermore and having these other levelings of evolutions of expectations to trust in this divine right timing, despite all that it might appear to be from the past experience or the way that things have been so fragmented in my world that has caused me to feel rejected, to feel a loss, to be challenged by that which I don't see because of every fucking storm that has ever been unexpected or just charging in my world. And although I am talented, and although I'm beginning to be aware of this in myself and starting to believe in myself and starting to like know my worth and knowing and believing that my dreams come true, there's still those storms, those energies, those dominating forces that have come in and have tricked me into believing otherwise, and to this feeling that I'm coming out of, that I'm healing again. I look down and it's like it says healing, right? This inner child wound healing that I'm healing, right? That is going even through the vanity and pride of all of this too, and really taking a self-reflective look at and time out, right? A time out that is needed at this time, right? That is now being activated to now in a way that defies that which is the stage you have previously once played or continue to sway or act as though that was part of your own activate. So it's like, what do you mean? What do you say? Oh my gosh, get out of your own way, right? Transcendence, this unity, right? This reunion of soul ties, right? Because you're brilliant, you're talented, right? Don't be tempted to deceive that which is going to cock block you from your fulfillment, your wish, like you want to breathe, right? So these triggers, these conflicts that come up, this harmony. So it's like not denying yourself chemistry and passion to be lived, because look at divine feminine energy waking up to that which is personal self-care, right? This doesn't have to be gender specific. This can be just learning to treat yourself in the same way that you demand or command or desire for others or expect others to treat you as, and it has been proven to be motherfucking disappointing because they have yet to step up to the plate or whatever, but tapped in, turned on, tuned into the ancestors' guidance, like from your whole thing, from your whole soul. So you're having these breakthroughs, this epiphany energy, right? And trusting in this divine right timing, right? Being open to receive, right? The things that you need, right? In a new kind of way. And so it's like getting out of your own way. So it's like behaving in a new kind of way. So it's like if let's say like you're holding on to a person, right? that has proven up until this point that they are just not ready. They are not um, as willing as you, or as committed as you, or as true as you. And this could be in friendship too. It doesn't have to be in relationship or whatever the case may be. This could just be in the people you have in your circle around you, or any kind of thing. It could be a job, it could be commitment, it could be contract, it could be whatever. You're realizing the one that you have imagined or expected to be like, sincere or true or in some kind of way may not have been that for you in any kind of way. So it's like being open to receive the levelings of energy that you are capable of receiving, right? But believing in that too, but not being so heavily disappointed, even if that's not what you speak outside of your lips and stuff like that. It's about the energy that you feel inside, right? Trusting in this divine time and having this breakthrough healing, right? So it's like this alchemy, right? This rhythm that is part of your self-care energy that you handle with care, and that's a sensitivity, that's an energy, right? That has activated this passion within you. So like, right, let's say like who's no longer waiting for this stale meat, this person, right? That has been a contributor, or this job that has been a contributor, or these people that have been a contributor, this family that has been a contributor to the shadow side element that you have been healing, that you've been working on, this dark night kind of energy, right? That you are releasing, right? Surrendering to. And so it's like with this truth of expression that's coming through, right? And you gotta start writing down your messages too, your dreams too, right? I'm no longer resisting, right? This guardedness, right? And so you have this assistance, right? Your spirit guides that you're tapping into that is helping you at this time for this abundance to be received, that you're opening yourself up to taking this freedom, this leap, this opportunity to transcend and to really develop emotionally, intelligently, um, you know, um, healthily, wealthily, stealthily for yourself, releasing that which doesn't serve you, right? Um, because you're talented as hell, right? Like you're talented, right? So there's an opportunity, right? For you to look at the moon, right? So this new moon, right? So listen to your intuition, right? And pay attention to signs from the divine. Unnecessary worry at this time. So let go of your fears. Revelation that will make everything clear, right? Prepare for that epiphany, that breakthrough here, right? Because there is an opportunity here presenting itself to you that you can act now on, right? In confidence, in sheer confidence. What is it that you want to create? What is it that you want to do, right? What is the foundation of this fresh start creating for you, feeding to you? What action, right? So if you're working too hard on a lot of different things and having multiple jobs and multiple things, right? The need to bring balance and fun into your life, right? Juggling multiple priorities just doesn't feel right, right? So balancing the budget to make things seem tight, right? So the wheel of life is turning in your favor, right? A fresh new start, the end of these delays, right? So what do you have to say? Now activate in that kind of way with the sudden change, right? Sudden or unexpected progress, right? So just act now in this energy. Never mind that which how it perceived. Take this opportunity of this energy to create this very positive change in your life, right? So this can even indicate traveling. This could be a new opportunity to move, to travel, even a new vehicle, like, too. But still, like, this is like a creation of something that is ending a certain kind of stagnation. So it's like, even if it's for your elevation, and let's say it's like even a relationship, it's like releasing that which did not serve. Someone was not committed, willing, or wanting to be that which was what you deserve to receive, and all those kind of things. And with no hard feelings, with healing, you release that energy and know that you will receive that which you deserve. And the energy, look at news worth freaking celebrating, right? Joyful announcements, like engagements, weddings, pregnancy, graduation, a time for gratitude, close communities of chosen families, right? But it's now your opportunity. This is act now. Make a choice that which you want. Stop procrastinating and stop overanalyzing. Get clarity about what it is that you desire to move forward, right? Too many options, too many addictions, too many things making you feel conflicted in some kind of way. Get into your brilliantness, right? This queen of Swords, get into your truth kind of energy, right? Because you are experienced, right? You use your humor as a tool, right? Your discernment, right? Releasing situations and people that no longer serve you. That is what you do, right? Seeing the humor in difficult situations and focusing on your career and your goals and that which you wish to create, right? So this could even be like finalizing a divorce or moving on and being hopeful about a divorce or a breakup. But or even let me say, unmarried, just being unmarried, like too. So like but having that kingdom for you, right? Victory too. You got victory too, right? Wise choices that bring public recognition and success, promotions, awards, and scholarships at best. For you to act now in your truth, knowing that victory is here for you, right? So the wise choices that you make bring public acclaim, recognition, and success, promotions and awards and scholarships at best, right? But right, the end of challenging times, right? Things are looking up at this time. A welcome relief, finding your way to a peaceful place. The end of depression or an illness, travel or relocation. Travel coming up twice. You see, look, a happy marriage, right? Happily ever after. Emotional contentment. A loving relationship with your children. Raising children wisely and successfully. People you can trust. Being surrounded by people you can trust. This new moon in your activation now, right? For these ambitions that you got going on, right? Sensitive, open-hearted, too, you may be, right? So moody, right? Regarding relationships. So there might be a discontent that's coming up in terms of your relationships that now in this new beginning, it welcomes, right? It welcomes a new emotional experience. So letting go of any kind of stalemate or stagnation or romantic encounter coming into the midst, right? Social invitations and taking a hit and going out on this, right? Going out, intermingling, mingling too. So this could be going to social events too, being invited to different places, different locations, going on dates, right? Heightening your sensitivities, your psychic abilities too, and tapping in, turning on, tuning in more, and feeling more secure in that which you align to and with in your alchemy, right? Because you take a hit at this, right? And then it becomes like a Knight of Swords too, in your truth, decisive, you're focused, driven, right? Events that move great speed, right? Choosing intellectual responses to challenges rather than emotional, and acting in emotional wisdom too, right? Emotional intelligence, sudden, right? And embracing these sudden changes, right? Reviewing your options carefully, right? And here you go. So you got this. The good you do comes back to you, an unexpected inflow of abundance coming too, right? Borrowing wisely or paying off a debt, right? Sharing your wealth with others less fortunate, right? Look at brilliant ideas too. Brilliant ideas that may need refinement, right? Which is great because that's what the Neptunian retrograde is all about anyway, to allow yourself to align better that closely with your dreams, your ideals, your goals, your aspirations, your inspirations, and what that means and what it's going to be for you, and realigning that which with a reality check of honesty about how you're going to go implement the seeds of breeds that you're going to create. You know what I mean? So it's bringing ideas that just need some refinement, overcoming obstacles with faith that everything will be okay and it's going to work itself out in every kind of way, right? Communicating clearly and concisely and remaining objective at this time, right? And being your own supporter and looking at the magician and the empress too, right? So that magic is alive in your life, right? What you need to be a successful manifest. If you believe it, you can do it too, right? The empress, time to take action, right? Act now. Time to take action. Act now, right? Give birth to your dreams. Creative projects will be very successful. Abundance and prosperity, right? So tapping into energies, right? Victory again, right? So victory, wise choices that bring public recognition and success, promotions, awards, and scholarships, right? And learning and applying to this acting now, applying the wisdom that what you have learned, managing your resources wisely, right? Extremes in how you give or receive money at this time, and in your emotions and being wise about how you share that, which spaces your energy, understanding the worth of that development and the work that you put into all of that, right? So making smart business decisions, making smart life decisions, being wise upon that which you decide, right? Seeing things as black and white as you need to be, being charitable and being in alignment with all that you read and you see and having that, right? So right? Getting out of this too, because this is a mixed crowd too, but like some of you too might fail to recognize the magical opportunity that's right here before your eyes, right? Don't miss the motherfucking point, all right? The distractions of daily life, and don't get yourself so caught up out there that you don't pay attention to the discontent or the boredom or the unhappiness that your energy feels, the way that you feel, right? Lost in your own world, wake up for real, right? Because this is the deal, right? Be taking that leap of faith, like the dream is for real, and you start trust yourself, push your fears aside, and take that leap of faith, right? Being logical, being perceptive, right? Insightful, blunt, and exciting intellectual exchange, right? Growing and maturing in that kind of way, brilliant insights, information that you need but might be challenging to receive. Review all documents carefully, right? Act now, right? Working, right? So the need for balancing, like let others help you, help problems distress, so don't let that be you too anxious be the vibe. I'm in that kind of way, motivational, inspiring too at this time, right? So being that king, theatrical, ambitious king, I think this is one, take a leadership role, step into the spotlight, right? Public speaking, keeping your eyes on the big picture, communicate your vision, don't be sensitive to criticism. And here you go, you got the sun card, you're ending on the sun card right here. Act now, a time of great joy and success. Okay, when you act now. A time of great joy and success. So what does that look like for you? What does joy look like for you? What does success look like to you? What does it sound like to you? What does it taste like to you? What does it feel like to you? How can you embrace that now, acting in your now? How can you wake up and be in this bold energy? Whether you see it or not, how can you be in that bold energy anyway, knowing that you deserve that any type of way and that you're going to receive that in divine right time and you celebrate that shit today, right? Right? So brilliant epiphanies that lead to magical opportunities, right? Plans that work out perfectly. Gratitude to the divine, opening up your gratitude at this time, right? Um, yeah, that's a beautiful place to be in all honesty, right? When you act now and do that which you must or feel that you are being guided to do, don't ignore your inner calling too, right? Be honest with you, right? This fulfillment, this wish, right? Happening, right? Don't, right? This transcendence and this unity, right? Within your own personal community. And that's pretty dope. That is pretty dope when you allow yourself the time to give yourself the gift of clarity that is within yourself, to act now in pure authentication to your own revelation. That is your inner revolution of evolution. Accept no substitutions. When you act now and breathe the seed of alchemy that is all you in every kind of way, in every kind of way. Thank you so much. So I hope that you like this message. Act now. um, this is your opportunity to like this video, to comment and let me know how these messages resonated with you. You can read more stuff in the description box too of how you and I can further connect on different platforms. There's a master link that I share that you can click on with care, and every single link that is available for you is where you and I can further connect in different kind of ways, and different kind of platforms, different kind of ways. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. Yeah, and feel free to continue to, if you want to move on to the next quote too, but either way, if this is where we part ways, come back another day. I welcome you. And so, yeah, so moving forward, we cut all ties. Moving on to, uh, to manifest expansion. Quote two, manifest expansion. Manifest expansion. Welcome. This is the way. Quote number two, manifest expansion. I'm over here thinking, it's all about the Benjamins, baby. But hug deal be me. And so romantical being this title in some kind of degree, shape, or form because I grabbed different deck for quote number two. We're manifesting expansion too, and that's in the love department. So we cool? So what does that mean for you, whom is here, in regards to this new moon ambition that we are creating here? Manifesting expansion, I hear, right? And so when I began to shuffle, a card did flip out, and I was going to put it back in, but then I wanted to see what that was all about, and it was the Ten of Wands in this deck for the romantic cycle at best. And it's like for this particular setting in Paris, you see at Port Dauphine, right? The heart guides your steps in the right direction. Okay, what will be will be. So there is positive effort moving forward in the love department, you see, and this applies to whether you are single or not, or in a situationship in some kind of degree. If you're not sure about the kind of healthy, wealthy, stealthy energy of encouragement that I represent when I do tarot card readings, this is not in any kind of encouragement to people to follow toxicities or not healthy relationships or delusional ones that may be that can be like rooted off of imagination or this twin flame kind of like theory or story, and it's unhealthy in some kind of way or whatever it may be, soulmate, twin flame, or however anybody wants to say, like whatever brings you to that place. This is all in regards to people that are in a position to offer their cup of love to another without hurting another because they're tied to another in some kind of like marriage or some shit kind of way. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not talking about that kind of entertainment. Okay? Just so that we're clear. Healthy, maybe. But regardless of whatever it is and whatever position you find yourself on, whether you're in a relationship or not, whatever is coming out and flipping out in regards to the romance department land, it's like moving forward positively from the position that where you now stand, right? Um, right, and it's after, like, look at this is like this is nine, right? I think this is the Hermit card in this stuff. I love to see just because I believe it's the Hermit, you know what I mean? So it's coming out of a time that you, right? So we're in this new moon, right? In Cancer type energy, type 5, right? That's protective, that's warm, that's cautious in every kind of line. And here we got romance in our lives in whichever way that it's going to be. And so it's like after much thought and deliberation or consideration about something, right? I believe this is the I believe it's the Hermit, right? After much solitude, after much thought, right? After the solitude makes willpower stronger, right? Collect ideas one by one and take the road of love, concentration. So after much concentration, after much deliberation, after much understanding, right? So it's like, okay, manifest expansion. So it's like coming to a conclusion about how you feel about a certain relationship, or the way that you feel about relationships, or the way that you feel about finding the partner for you. Like even if you get to the point of like, oh, like if it happens for me, it happens for me. If it doesn't happen for me, it doesn't happen for me. I'm content either way, you see. Or even if you find that kind of like balancing or some kind of energy, right? It's a conditioning. It's a complacency. It's a conforming system, right? That comes out of that hermit, that seclusion, which is what was needed, right, in order to burst forth. Because look at this, you got the Ace of Cups right here. So there's love here, right? So there's love here, an outpouring, or the potential for an outpouring of that which is to be received, right? And the Nine of Pentacles, right? So it's coming in your abundant energy, right? So this manifest expansion of an abundant energy of wholeness vibrations that is needed in order to unify with anyone and to participate in a partnership that is going to be healthy, love yourself in some kind of way, right? And that soulmate too kind of relationship or partnering that creates further abundance to circulate, to manifest, right? Because 9, 10, 11 at best, which reduces down to the number 2. So it's a unity of the 2, right? Happening here. Look at 4 of Cups, 2, right? There's a courting system here. So it's like, but then I see the Queen of Swords, because this is a mixed crowd. So some of you might be with a partner, some of you may not be with a partner, some of you might be in a situation of some kind of sort, right? Because look at, you have the King of Swords energy here too. So you have a pair, right? A consort. So you might be in a state of detachment, that you have become complacent in accepting, that it's so deceptive in your own understanding that has you believing that you're okay with it. Let me repeat that. So in whatever relationship or partnering or non-relationship that you're in, whatever position that you find yourself in regards to the love department, whatever alchemy of understanding, and although I took a long time to get to that positioning of thinking mindset or whatever it may be, and healthier it is than maybe any other kind of way that I had ever been before, and I'm knocking that and nobody's taking that away. So it's being brought up is like the conformity, the complacency of acceptance of reality in a certain kind of degree that is coming up now to say, hey, it doesn't have to be so concrete in that kind of way. Let's manifest this expansion, every kind of wisdom way, knowing from our own experience and having experience and being abundant that we are at this moment in time. So being your abundant now self with the wisdom that you have acquired, with that which you have learned, and applying it in the dynamic to the relationship that you either find yourself in or desire to create or manifest or in a way for yourself to receive. Right? So it's like all the options too that you create, because like it's and a Pentacles. So I just feel like there's so many different options and opportunities, but there's something that you have that you've been working on at the time. And it could be a marriage too, because I believe that's the higher thing too. So there could be a marriage too that you desire or that you want, that beneath it, like there's something, like you see how like this priest, right? This person, this masculine energy stands above in color and stuff like that, right? Above in his throne, holding this position, this ranking. But beneath him is like this gray area, right? This gray area. This gray area. And look at the faces of the people in this gray area of discontent, of boredom, of complacency, of just like whatever. And this one looks like it's praying out to something or whatever the case may be. And this fell out with this kind of energy, this masculine and feminine energy, enjoying one another in every kind of way, being abundant in that kind of way. So it could be like, no matter the disappointment of the experience, or no matter the experience that which has not produced that which was what desired at this moment in time, the opportunity is here for one to create the manifestation of expansion that one desires to create for themselves in their marriage, in their relationships, in their future partnering, so whatever the case may be. So there's like this opportunity of energy here to create for yourself that which you desire and want, but getting out of that gray area of complacency or conforming of the way that something is. So it's like saying, well, that's just the way that it is. That's like conforming to truth that's not necessarily law or truth. It just has applied in a certain kind of experience in your experience in your life. And so it doesn't have to be the end all be all of anything. You get what I'm saying? Like, so it's like making something the end all be all of something, and that's not necessarily the case. So it's like, this love thing, this relationship, this marriage, this is, I have to conform to the idea that men are always going to cheat. You know what I mean? And so you settle for that which is less than what you deserve because you believe that that's going to be the truth of life. Like, fuck out of here with that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Stop it. Or at least this person, like, you know, or saying, oh, this job, I'm so grateful to have this job. You know, it could be a lot worse, and this settling feeling, like, you know, which is great. You got grateful and stuff like that, and I can't wait for that, which you have, and all this kind of stuff. But it's just the settlement of idea that is being addressed here. That is the kappa blocker to your own manifestations of expansion, that which you wish to create. When you have a blocker of a cap blocker of thought that cap blocks any kind of form of manifest or expansion from creating itself because you believe in its power and you have yet to address its firing system, its law, its foundation. You get what I'm saying? So it's like coming into this opportunity, this time to really address that which you have convinced yourself from another state of life about how things are supposed to be now, that you no longer apply with your truth and the alchemy that which you create. And so getting into the truth of that, look at the Empress kind of energy too, right? About what it is that you're creating, that is part of this manifestation of expansion, right? The Queen of Pentacles kind of energy too, this earthly kind of stability, this foundation of security, right? In your femininity energy, whether you're male or female, is being secure with how I feel about the things that I create and do and have for myself. I feel pretty secure and very confident in that which I create, that is sustainable, that is with integrity, that is authentic to me and that which I create. And I feel mighty motherfucking good in that divine feminine energy kind of way energetically. So that when a mofo comes from the outside, you see that wants to come in and try to knock me down. You know what I mean? I know what I stand in the position that I stand, and getting into that leveling of command. Even if someone wants to come in and try to knock me out my way or try to like make me feel some type of way, look at Emperor vibes in every kind of way, right? I'm commander of that ship in my masculinity too, right? Because I have the sun, look at sun, both piles got the sun. Okay. Which for me is pretty good, but it's like having choices in love too. So it's like if there's a person, right, that you're with that doesn't give you fulfillment, then you need to consider that which you don't feel fulfilled and that which they aren't able to give. And then you got to get into the truth, right? It's that Neptunian retrograde energy, getting into the truth of that which you create and feel, and really getting to the alchemy for real about how someone's making you feel, and is that what you really want for real, right? So it's getting into this emotional maturity in our relationships to develop, right, evolutionary, healthily, wealthily, stealthily for ourselves, right? And being as honest as can be, right? Three of Pentacles, and working on ourselves and working cooperatively with the energies around us. Like if the energies around you are not working with you harmoniously, how can it be a harmonious energy? And why would you want to force anything, right? So it's just manifesting this expansion, right? In divine truth, that King of Swords energy type truth, right? Knowing, right, what you need to do and getting the shit done too, right? So, sorry. A man of honor, right? Even a broken sword can wound. The heart which is bleeding from pride is reborn, offering itself free and pure. There's order here. So order in the department of that which you create, that's going to be the energy that which you seek to create, right? Something powerful, right? Governing thoughts and even instincts, right? It's useless to resist when love has the force of love, right? This is our ability to artistically express that which we want to express in full freedom for that which we desire to create, right? Right? So, and the choices that we have here, right? So, but when love leaves something behind, right, in some kind of way, sooner or later retraces the steps to retrieve it. So, the state of nostalgia in some kind of way that is going to present itself to us about the discontent that we feel, and acknowledging it for real, right? Because the hour of truth is here. The time has come to face the truth, right? The things of love become clear. The light will be long lasting. There's clarity here, right? But we need to remove that which does not serve in any kind of way, and all the quarrels that stand in their way. The peace of nighttime must end and will end. This is why you end the game and take away everything you can. Don't live with regrets in any kind of way, right? So you're producing that which you desire to create, the hour of truth, in this kind of way, like facing the truth and elevating, evolutionizing in that kind of way, so that you can create that which is here for you to create and be all that you desire to be, right? Right? Even like the perfect gentleman, right? Now the resolution is necessary, right? Constancy wins. Love letters have value only for the heart on the road, right? There's a determination to here to create that manifest expansion for yourself, right? With this new moon energy help, right? This domesticated fruit that you're creating, right? It's a good time for activating this engagement of our emotions with the truth that we wish to receive, and really being honest with ourselves about what it is that we receive, about these things, and what it is that we give, and what it is that we want, and being clear from that start, and knowing that even if we have yet to experience that which we desire, we're still open to receive that all we desire, right? So like getting in truth with our own personal position of power, right? And here, look at making that change, because 4 plus 5 equals change too, in that kind of way. 4 plus 5, right? So, right? So the most powerful chains are not that of iron, but of air. They tighten around the neck without leaving marks and crushing willpower, cupidity, right? And then you have the copper coin. This is the moment of winning, of waiting. Just look around. It will suffice to seek love among many loves, solidity, right? So it's being true to that which you deserve to receive in terms of the love department. You know what I mean? And if you are in a relationship with another that may have had its ups and downs and certain kind of things, is now looking like, you know, and being honest with yourself in regards to the position that you wish to be in, to receive, and then to give yourself that, you know what I mean? Because what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? It seems so far. Instead, it was always there, just steps away. Now nothing will be the same. It's amorous awakening to a masculine energy. So this could be a slow awakening to someone acting in their true feelings about the way they feel about a person, place, or thing, a situation, experience, a job, a status, a location, a position, a role, a religion, an opinion, and taking that leap of faith anyway to create that which needs to be created, the energy that's needed, right? The dandy, right? Blinded by love, right? Being in love, he doesn't think it goes on his way, irresponsible and global until abandoned, relying only on his instincts, enthusiasm, right? So setting free and embarking, right? Manifesting this expansion, believing in the impossible and not looking at it in that kind of way, right? Not being left out and being chosen in some kind of way, but choosing your own way, right? So all doors have a key, right? Even the great door of love, whoever finds the key has the right to enter and become the owner of everything. So the needs being addressed here. So it's like you're addressing your needs about how you feel and about what you receive, and you got to go in deep, right? That's the hermit sheet, right? So you want to go in and be reflective about what it is that you're really receiving from the environment around you that causes an effect in your emotional detect, because that is going to be the key that reveals itself as truth to you about the love too that you want to receive for you, and love too, right? So it's like not settling for less than we deserve and saying, oh, okay, I'll accept this person's love for me in every kind of way because, hey, it's better than nothing, right? Hey, no, right? These seeds that we sow, this manifestation that must grow, this manifestation of expansion in every kind of way, right, has us here with the opportunity to make clear that which what we want. You hear? Like, you know what I mean? A slave of love. Is that what you want to be? Love is necessary to bring the light back into a lost smile, right? Kind words are needed to radiate happiness, right? The innocence of all of this, and the purification of all this, and the honesty of all this, and not running from any of this. Someone is making you feel some certain way. It's like instead of running from the situation, oh, I just got a pain, right? It might even pain someone to like be like, I'm in love with you. They would rather run away and never stay because they refuse to get hurt in some kind of way, just in case that person may not reciprocate their feelings in some kind of way and be pained in every kind of way. So it's like, how can we manifest this expansion and this kind of deliberation about how you feel, right? Choosing for real that what you desire to receive in everything, and being honest with yourself about that, what you feel about whomever that you feel or whatever it is that you feel, right? Too many melodies have remained on the score, but when love leaves something behind, sooner or later it retraces the steps to retrieve it. So it's like, do you need to lose something in order to feel its loss in order to then go seek it when it's possibly be too late? You know what I'm saying? So it's like this manifestation expansion that is activating within you, right? Like the Two of Pentacles keeps coming up too, right? About what you're going to do, about everything that you have here to create. And right, the innocent games, right? What does not yet exist certainly will be. Nothing escapes change. Everything is a moving wave, easy and happy, crazy and in love. So there's a balancing act taking place in terms of love, and it could be staring you right in the face. And it just has yet to activate the fear, false evidence appearing real, that neither one is choosing to activate out of position, behaviors, patterns, and conditioning that cause them to really not, right? But there's look at marriage. Like look at marriage here. In energy here, this King of Pentacles abundant here, right? Making the way clear, right? Something needs to happen here, right? In every kind of way, and it's happening. And so patience too, right? How many times have you tried and failed? You will try again and fail again. Your love, however, is expert in these things and knows what to do. Humility is like having a state of this place of humility to just allow yourself to have the experience and let it be, set it free. So all that it is manifestation, expansion in every kind of way that is here for your own evolution, revolution, elevate, right? In every kind of way. So it's the Pentacles, right? To having the balance to receive that which you deserve in every kind of way. And look at the Sun card again. In both readings, you see, like, so for me, no matter what that the sun falls out of, the sun is always good. It's like wish fulfillment up in the hood, right? It's like here we have like what we desire to receive, right? Um, this opportunity, this success, this victory, this happiness, this joy, this opportunity, right? Sometimes it's better to abandon the old world and venture into the unknown world. That's what the Six of Pentacles here, right? Therein lies the difference in looking at a world that you have never seen before, sharing, right? So opening up to having this kind of sharing, vulnerability. So it's like opening up to manifesting expansion through your vulnerability. And allowing yourself to be vulnerable, even if you don't get to experience that which you feel and know that you deserve and that you will receive, even if it's not immediate. You know what I mean? And being open to just the journey of the experience and allowing for that manifestation, expansion to take place, right? Even though it's in a masculine way, and maybe there's some kind of marriage to happening, some kind of celebration to, some kind of party, and they can invite her to in some kind of way, like to meet or even, you know, whatever. So create, right? Something is being created here, some kind of new. There's a lot of potential here for the new to be activated too, right? This is the moment of waiting to looking around, right? It's just that to seek love. How many loves will it be? So how many loves then before it be? There are more options you see into the reality of that which you wish to create. So like not settling for anything less than what you deserve. And there's any discontent to listen to your own herd that you heard, like, you know what I mean? And so, yeah, so, and for someone might be coming to offer you some kind of gateway of relation, partnering, opportunity, marriage, proposal, love offer, love offer. Destiny is proprietor. The case distributes advantages. Acts one for nothing, acts other for the bill. The time of love is fickle change. So there is a change happening in the love sector department that is manifesting expansion here for you to receive that which you do desire. But you must believe, receive, achieve in every kind of way, degree, receive. It is gonna be, right? So yeah, so what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Ah, boss. You have your shit together, being precisely who you are, and in hot pursuit of your goals that they captivate and inspire others. Tapping into your femininity, you're a mix of girlish charm and mature sensuality. You can draw them in without them even knowing. A subtle luring effect. Indigo child, right? It is your mission to access higher wisdom, knowledge, and intelligence so you can bring it back down to the planet Earth, right? Warrior, here we are. You have a warrior spirit. Be not afraid to face conflict and challenges while you're at the same time remain committed to a path of goodwill and fairness, right? So here we are. Here you are. What's it gonna be in the love department? Mirror effect, right? You'll share unwanted habits or traits with a new love interest or current one you see, likely reflecting something in yourself. So what's the mirror effect going to be? That's going to be transformative. You see, this love will be loved deeply, transformational for something new and powerful to emerge within you, from you, right? So what's it going to be? Or is it going to be this materialistic love? Let's hope this relationship is not just about the money and gifts. You'll only end up feeling miserable if you do, because remember that you are divinely guided too. Okay, this love will be divinely guided. Trust the process in this relationship. You are exactly where you need to be, right? Right? So for some too, you might be abstinent or celibate in some kind of way, having a dry spell or sex drought can be frustrating for some or revolutionary for a lot, or look at it evolutionary in every kind of way, as I do, you know what I'm saying? So it doesn't have to be take this time to love yourself, to know yourself, right? For those that applies to knowing that unrequited love can be painful, so protect yourself and try to move past the pain in a positive way for that which you feel like a loss or didn't go your way in some kind of way for those that are single in here, you know what I mean? Because the teamwork that you desire may not have manifested its way here, but manifesting expansion. Whatever you lack, they got you, and vice versa. You have found your teammate in love, and so that is what to be expected, right? Some kind of way. So but you're getting through any kind of levelings of interference that might be, right? Right, there's just something too that you need to work on too, but you're on, right? Right, so for some of you as well, like the person that you're currently with might be like, you know what I mean? It's good on paper in some kind of way. And so they don't excite you in any kind of way. And so you need to get real with yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's like a love hate kind of thing too. There's an indecisive pattern in this relationship. Can't live with them, can't live without them in the situation where it could just be your responsibilities. You know what I mean? So it's like settling, right? And you might be having some kind of online connection too, or dabbling in that too for singles too, being in dating websites as well, manifesting expansion for yourself in some kind of way, you know, thinking past that which you limit yourself to. So you could be all girl power, women power, thinking guys this, that, or having a type of view, and you know, like it's complicated or something. I looked down and it was like it's complicated or something like that. But getting out of your own way, right? So that wishes can come true in every kind of way, right? So if someone can and will possess the qualities that which you desire, but you gotta get clear with that, which is what you desire, and become a little bit more vulnerable too in terms of how you do what you do and manifesting love for you. You know what I'm saying? And what a sacred bond means for you too, right? So you will have a spiritual connection that will allow you to see yourself through the person that you love. All right, so thank you so much. I hope that this was helpful and that you liked it. This is your opportunity to like this video. This is your opportunity to comment on this video. Let me know how it resonates with you and I can't wait. There's a massive link that I will share that connects with every single platform for you and I can further connect on here. I hope that you subscribe to the channel and that you like it here and there's more to create and stuff like that. So you can tap in, turn on, tune in. You can hit the notification bell too. So you know how this message resonated with you. We are moving on to the bonus round. To the bonus round. So we are heading over. Alright, so welcome. Welcome to the bonus round of quotes. Right, so you can always change your mind. What is this going to be about at any given time? You can always change your mind. Whatever that's going to be, we shall see. You chose to follow along. You can always change your mind. Welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you chose to tap in, turn on, tune in to the bonus round of You Can Always Change Your Mind, guess what? It is a love extension quote number 2, manifest expansion. So if that be for you, or maybe you already passed through quote 1 and 2, or quote number 2, or if you have yet to check out quote number 2, maybe you should too, because this is a love extension message in some kind of way, although it's going to start its new pattern of new message in its own kind of way, because I didn't know what it was going to be about, and then I just happened to just grab these that were in a bag and I didn't even know what they were, and it just so happened to be love just two, and I'm just like, okay, because I have to be mindful of the time anyway, so this is not going to be as long as any of the other ones. Yeah, so we are going to have some bonus messages here in regards to love, no matter what currency you have in the love department, whether you're single, married, in a relationship, whether it's complicated, friendship, situationship, crushing, right? Whatever the case, single, ready to mingle, whatever it gets to be, this is open messages for anybody. Okay. Okay. So you can always change your mind. What can you always change your mind about? Where are we gonna go with that? You can always change your mind about love triangles. You see, what kind of messaging? Don't let two men fall in love with you. It's not the sort of thing that ends well. So, So you can always change your mind about the kind of chaos that you desire to bring into your atmosphere. See, so you can't help that people are going to fall in love with you, and that there's going to be massive amounts of people falling in love with you. Of course, especially if you're here, you know that that'll be true. It's like adorable being you, right? But don't be intentionally setting that shit ablaze by getting caught up with more than one person at a time. And that is the control that you have to exhibit at this moment of wisdom time. So don't let two people fall in love with you. You know what I mean? Don't be playing people along and stringing along. You know what I mean? Another kind of thing, right? You can always change your mind about the drama that you desire to bring into the universe and to those around you, and the kinds of toxic that you can choose not to be. You know what I mean? Oh my goodness, watch out for a love affair. So someone's here, you chose this one, right? When you're in a love affair, you risk ending up with a broken heart, okay? The best love affairs are those you never have. All right, so this card fell out. I haven't looked at it yet, but it stopped the recording, and it said this recording has stopped, right? And farewell, sadness, something has to stop. This bonus message is for someone, whatever the case may be. You can always change your mind. You hear what I mean? Right? So there's something that you have to let go, right? In regards to any kind of relationship that does not serve your evolution well. And that's okay. Like, in a moment of sadness is okay to be reflective in that kind of way. You can't just pretend that it goes away just like that, right? You know it's love when you feel it's don't leave, even if the person does, right? But you're acting immediately, right? When you realize you want to spend the rest of your life with somebody, you want them to stabilize as soon as possible, and you know that you have to allow yourself this moment to listen to your heart too, right? You will never be able to escape from your heart, so it's better to listen to what it has to say and to give yourself the opportunity to move forward positively in every kind of way, right? So this doesn't even have to be like a love affair or a love triangle, but it could also be that your heart doesn't move on from a certain somebody or stalemate or a person or a position or a husband or a wife or somebody that just doesn't treat you right or doesn't acknowledge you in the way that you should be, and it's just feeling all discontent. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so you know what I mean? It's like being unfulfilled in a relationship while being in a relationship. Like, what is the point? What is the so it's like, it cause you to even flirt, or it can cause you to look another way, or it can cause you to have a fantasy, right? Neptune going retrograde, telling you to have a reality check in some kind of way in terms of how you navigate your brainwave activities, like when you're saying a fantasy line about a pretend person that doesn't exist, about this person that can come in and give you a quick fix of love, elixir fix, but yet you settle for an energy that is less, that doesn't deserve or doesn't even know how to address you still, and you haven't even found the emotional or intellectual um, um, intelligence or communication to know how to express that which you need to express. And so you go and out toxic in imagination at best, because this could be even imagining a love affair or having a fantasy of doing something with someone else, like, you know what I mean, if you're involved with somebody else. And this could also be like somebody that's single too, that just has this whole fantasy life of imagining of people that don't fucking exist, and then not allowing yourself the opportunity to go out there and find and or not find, but just to meet, but like, right, so taking a romantic trip too, right? It doesn't matter where you are going, it's who you have beside you, and it's understanding that too, right? So you can always change your mind too. You don't have to always have every single answer every single time. You can give yourself the opportunity to try anyway, right? But in honesty, right? Right? So true love feelings. When you truly love a person, the emotion you feel towards him or her is immeasurable, right? And that will be unquestionable and stuff like that. So you can always change your mind. And that's just the truth about life, right? That you can always change your mind, right? Right? So it's where it's like, live and think, right? So it's fear the wall, right? So think and live like a queen. A queen is not afraid to fail. Failure is another stepping stone to greatness, right? Be the queen at the ball, knowing that you have every single opportunity to choose as you desire, to inspire and to receive, right? Moving forward, right? Sometimes you have to stop waiting for that person, instead find it in somebody else. Look at that. So even if you have been waiting for someone to step up to the plate, do what you have to do. Right? This could be a husband and wife too. Like, ever, like, or even just disappointment from previous relationships, or not finding people that like, or having a crush on somebody and never admitting it, or a person being with somebody else and you secretly crushing on them, or coveting, or some shit, whatever the fudge may be. I don't even know, whatever it can be, but anything that has kept you stuck, right? Right? Listening to your heart, but in a distorted kind of way, right? Like, so these romantic feelings that you have and spreading it out healthily, right? To like making sure that your relationship too, or even if that other person's relationship too, like it could be covering over, or liking, or pushing on, or like, being inappropriate about, or whatever the case may be. When there's a marriage without love, there may be a marriage without love. There will be love without marriage, but that's only even business, and that's not for your place to stay or to come in any kind of way, but get out of your own toxicity's way and address that which is an inconvenience for you, or that what you need to move forward to in the romantic feelings inside of you, and allow yourself to open up that door to receive and listen to your heart, and no longer deny yourself that which you should receive. But that's just me. If you're looking at anybody that's in another relationship, you know what I mean? That's not the person that's going to be able to bring or be the seed of alchemy, of seed of nothing but chaos and destruction. You know what I mean? So it's all toxic. You know what I mean? You can always change your mind. Or lock yourself inside until you change your freaking mind and act healthier at another time. Guess you concerns that I'm not gonna let you be as chaotic and toxic like that. You know what I mean? Someone craving you, right? So let's go into the energy of someone craving you. There is nothing more beautiful on earth than a pure love, and there is nothing so lighting as lust. Sorry. Okay, so someone's craving you. Okay, let's tap into that energy. Someone's craving you. Okay. So I don't want to change this energy. And that person might be married or in a relationship that is without love. Or maybe too, okay, for some of you, like this could be that which you have been, or that which a person too has been in previous relationships or partnering that um, were out of convenience, or we settled for, or weren't happy in the on. Now there's a new energy of love, spark of interest somewhere, right? Um, right? As you start to enjoy life, like you're enjoying life, keeping on meeting someone new, right? Keep living your life as it is. If it is the end of it, go for it. Just go for it, right? So just go for it. Okay? Right? Time decides who you meet in life. Your heart decides who you want in your life, and your behavior decides who stays in your life. So you're reflecting upon your actions and your emotions, and you're navigating the system and move up your way, right? Getting courage and being daring, courageous, being deeply loved by someone too, and adored, and allowing yourself to be open to receive different admirers. You know what I mean? It could be like a dating thing, or just being in the market, on the market, is something that you can be part of the market, right? Or putting yourself out on the market, like, you know, that's just a terminology. Don't get to put up into it, but it's just, you know, accepting that reality too, right? And having a look at passionate admirers. So you might see coming into some love is an admiration that comes with patience. Love is an admiration that comes with patience. So be mindful of that too. Right? You know, they can admire you, but patient must be the clue. You know what I'm saying? Longing for love, right? The start of a new relationship, right? When someone leaves because someone else is about to arrive, right? So we all go about longing for love. It is the first need of our nature, the loudest part of our hearts, right? So let's be mindful of that too. Right? Enjoy the romance, right? Enjoy this time. Meet a kinship soul, someone that you're aligning, activating both. Romance is the glamorous chance of death of everyday life and feel good and heat. Sometimes we meet someone and feel like we have known them for all of our lives, right? So it's getting into the romance of life and having the opportunity to experience some kind of like mind of soul that is on the same page with you in terms of emotional fulfillment, sexual fulfillment, passion, some kind of way. So it's aligning, right, yourself. And just be careful with love for forbidden love and a love affair. Or having, or it could be forbidden in some kind of way, like maybe different kind of, it doesn't have to be negative and like, oh, a marriage in some kind of way. It could just be different classes, different statuses, different occupations, different lifestyles, different upbringings, different cultures. Like, and and it might feel forbidden, or it might feel like it's hard, or like thinking that you are not an equivalent to, or getting out of your own way in some kind of way, or looking at it in some kind of way, right? Light a fire. Many have discovered fire, but women discovered how to play with it, right? Activating these passions too, moving forward positively too, right? Getting out of your own way, living in harmony. True love is about growing as a couple, learning about each other, and never giving up on each other, right? So sometimes in life you have to make a selfish decision and do what is best for you. To make a selfish decision too, right? So and take your time, right? So take your time in the development of this. When the right time comes, you will find the right one for you and he will stay forever, right? So yeah. So a million feelings, 1,000 thoughts, 100 memories, everything because of one person you love, right? Romantic feelings. So someone might be having romantic feelings for you, or you opening yourself open to the possibility of that happening for you despite the experience too, or giving yourself the opportunity to experience that despite what has been experienced for you or by you. But either way, I'm letting that go and moving on in every kind of way. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that these messages resonate with you, feel free to go check out all three. The timestamps will be available for you to choose from. Use the opportunity to like this video, to comment, and let me know how this resonated with you. Let me know what you feel about my channel and what else you would love to see. And yeah, make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and tune in, tap in, turn on in every kind of way. Also, tomorrow, check out Third Eye Activation with my cousin too. So that will be airing June 28th, new moon, 5:55 a.m. So check that out too. That is going to be really cool. And that's it. So everything else will be in the description box below. Till next time, love and divine alchemy to all of you. Bye.